Hello, fellow armchair generals. This is Gamer1745 here with my continuing playthrough of the Ludendorff Offensive DLC of Strategic Command World War I. Well, I will say that this is... the French are collapsing. I don't know that they can't make a recovery. I just don't know if... I presume they are getting MPP and whatnot and are able to purchase more units here. We're getting more MPP than we know what to do with, literally, from Germany. And I know Germany was a bit on the collapse at the time, but I don't know within the context of this scenario. Now, before we go anywhere, I want to reinforce a few of these air units here. At least one or two, maybe just one. I knew it was getting particularly weak that I didn't even want them intercepting. Undersupplied attached to HQ. Yeah. Well. Okay. We need more HQs as Germany, that's for sure. Now, we have some tricky work up here. Okay, I think we will bomb Boulogne. Hopefully we won't lose our Zeppelin unit doing so. We have escorts. Knew we would take some damage. Okay. And I'm hoping that fly over a lot more than I thought. Fly over and get some idea of current unit placement. And now, similarly, there's another Zeppelin. Where did he go to? Was I way down here or something? I may have. I don't think it's that far down. Oh, here it is. Okay, well, do sort of want to see what is in this sort of region here. Oh, it's too far. You know, let's use our heavy bombers. Bomb Aberville. Okay, it didn't give me enough look into this area here. I think I have somewhere way down here another heavy bomber unit. Okay. I sort of want to look in down here. I presume there's somebody there, but I don't know. I don't know how close I should rush him, potentially. Well, it didn't even tell us that. Okay, well, not as good as reconnaissance as I hoped. What's right? Oh, maybe bombs there. Okay, a recon there. Okay, that's good. So there's just aircraft units back. Well, there's that. Don't know what's here really. Okay, well, I don't know, running out of steam is the right word for it. Okay, good, I spotted him. That's what I wanted to spot if there was. That's just a detachment, but can I entrench? Yes, I can entrench. Yes, that's good. Okay, so we're turning this flank now. Here. Yes, entrench. Yes, I have become it. What's the right word? I'm not sure. An entrenchment enthusiast may be a good term. Here's the main point of attack. I've got 6 rounds. There was 4 of them. Okay, that should be able to take him down. That way we could maybe have 4 rounds next turn. That was a little more painful than I was looking for. Okay, move up into there. Mostly I think we can survive because I don't think any, well, some stuff might be able to get to us, but hopefully not enough to break us this turn. Can't shift their entrenchment into a different direction. Very good. We'll think about that some more and come back to it. Okay, well, we're just going to inch him down here. Okay, guess maybe there's nobody there, but it's enough of a thing we need to occupy better. not sure if that has fortified conditions there. But we're gonna, oh damn, can't entrench. No, that isn't what I was looking for. Let's see if we do this. Can we, yes, now entrench these guys. Like I say, the French look like they're collapsing. This is looking like it's an American and British show right now. I don't know whether they just don't have the MPP to rebuild the unit. Now, just here's my take on this. Strategic command comes very much from old school board games, and in the olden days, for a lot of games, you either had the chip on the board, the counter, whatever, on the board, or it was off the board. Maybe you could flip the chip over to sort of show that it was, not up to full condition of some sort. Or in a few cases, some board games would have like a demoralized or routed chip you stuck on top of the other chip. And for most war games, not grand strategic like this, well, this is not too grand strategic, but a lot of the war games were for a single battle, often fought in a single day, or fought over a 2 or 3 week period, maybe if it's a bit more of a modern thing. Now, this game here, and of course computers have been able to change all of that, and this definitely, it has all these morale details, readiness details, ground cover, action points, entrenchment levels, whatever it may be. Okay. Also experience here, all kinds of stuff that are affecting these units. And no, I'm not in detail looking at, well, the morale of this unit versus the morale of that unit. I'm mostly just going, oh yeah, what's the attack likelihood outcome? Okay. Which is just sort of a quick version of me not having to do all this math, telling me sort of what we know about the other side and giving a possible outcome, or a likely outcome, I should say. Now, in a situation like World War II, unless you are destroying these units after they are fully cut off, no real likelihood of being able to withdraw. None of these units really die in real life. They take a certain number of casualties or become too disrupted or too undersupplied, no food, no ammo, whatever. And they become militarily incapable of fighting. And so if you're talking in a few days, they're off the battle. They're done. But if you're talking months here, even though this is a few days at a time, but if you're talking months here, almost not quite a year, but 6 months or whatever or longer, this whole scenario is, it's quite reasonable that units that are militarily removed from the action meaning they can't either attack or resist. They no longer have attack or resist value capables. And so they're, to one degree or another, a collection of men with arms. Okay, well then, so they're taken off the map here, and that's why it is, that's why when with some losses, it'll be cheaper to replace the units. And so that could be, and I would say it was rare. I don't know specifically World War I, but it was rare that a unit would take more than 40% casualties. It was often more likely to take more casualties. Sometimes they talk about, after the battle, in the idea of, this is a bit more in deaths, is wounded people that may even, I don't know, I don't want to say seem fine, but are sort of walking under their own power. They get infections, get dysentery, get, well, that's not so much because of wounds, but, have post-battle problems that they succumb later to the wounds. Yes, but I'm also talking not just about any injury involved in a battle, whether tripping over a log and severely hurting yourself, or being shot with a bullet or stabbed with a bayonet. Just, not talking about anything like that, but just simply moving around in large groups of men, like I mentioned, dysentery. There's a lot of sickness. There's a lot of just injuries walking, walking a lot, carrying a load, doing physical exertion in a sustained manner can wipe people out. And so there are a lot of casualties, and a lot of these, are not death either. They're sickness in the older sense, not in the modern sense. There's either sickness or injury. In the older sense, it's just sort of sickness, which would sort of include injury. But you have sickness or injury here that wipes out a lot of men. And I'm thinking, like, now in the Peninsula campaign, where you have retreating units over really rugged terrain, and sometimes in appalling weather, like in winter and whatnot. And so many people are just dying because they just can't keep going. They're super reduced down on food intake. And then there's the cold of the night, and then the cold of the day, and the even colder nights, and they die. Now that ends up in being death. But so that you have, and that you'll often have higher casualty rates than in an actual battle. But yeah, normally, hitting 20-30% normally breaks a unit from any further actions, normally. And even when you hear of a, Cameroon, they all died there, the French Foreign Legionnaires. But even when you hear of a heroic defense of a few men, that unit's broken. I mean, even if they win, it's broken. It isn't going to come back anytime soon. Now, it may be able to be rebuilt. It may have still a 30%, even 60% core that in a few months, with replacements and training together, it's back in the fight. Yeah, absolutely. So, and I don't know that this game at all takes, unlike, say, Hearts of Iron, takes into account the conditions in which a unit is sort of destroyed. And even there, it's not necessarily very good. But the idea that, is it a permanent removal of a unit, or is it a unit that, permanent removal would be losing a division or attachment and not getting the ability to replace it. And so, or having the ability to replace it because it was lost somewhere that all the French could stream out. So they're theoretically because we keep seeing units appear on the map. We could theoretically be seeing, a bunch of French units showing up down here. Because honestly, here, partially because of my enthusiasm for moving up and entrenching whatnot, is limiting our ability to push ahead somewhat here. So, well, let's. When we come to here and you entrench, that looks like a good entrenchment pattern. You come down here and entrench, where you're still entrenched. That will allow us to move you to here. And so I don't know that, our march to Paris is going to be, because we are needing to protect our sides, though, and these Austrians are definitely helping, mostly freeing up other troops, because I don't know that they're going to be strong enough to really take some of these positions. But we're certainly going to try and deal with some of these units here, which will, if we can take all this, which will mean, I'd really love to be able to fight this all the way to Paris and take it before the end of the game. So, mentioning all this, let's see, you are going to, well, okay. You're a detachment. You're going to move up to here, and you're going to this swamp to the south. So we're going to do that, and you're going to move up to here. And since you can still entrench, you're going to look straight south with that. Okay. Good. You're going to move to here. You're going to entrench looking this way. Because you know what I want to have happen? I want them to attack here, but I want them to take higher casualties so that then all these guys can dogpile on them later. Now, I want to swap you out so that then I can, oh no, can't, damn. Oh well, not the best outcome. I want to, can't entrench. Okay, you're going to come up here and you're going to entrench. Right. So now that's putting a lot of flanking pressure on these units. Okay, well, here looks like we can get an easy kill of an American. It looks like, I say, not is. Okay, not quite a kill there. That one looks like it might be. Might be. Oh, no, he doesn't have any more action. Okay, oh well, he, I guess, part of that battle. I wasn't looking carefully enough. You, yeah, you can't really, I don't think, move and entrench. That's the best. Look, you, okay, you move to there. You're there. We'll wait for the artillery next turn. be a little more assured of it. Okay. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with France, which is sort of the thing. I don't want to know and tell. Okay. We've got 4 shots here. 0. Okay. Well, we're going to move you out to there. You've got more active points. Okay, I was hoping to swap you into there, but all right. Okay, well, you're going to come up to here and entrench. How many rounds do we have here? Just 2. That really isn't enough. So we want the French, the X with the French general there. Got 2 rounds. Probably is not enough to take that British unit, but okay, let's see if we can get this. So we got 4 active points. Okay, now, okay, I was sort of expecting there to be units back there. Now we're going to entrench. It can still, I mean, this is just a detachment, but it can attack. On the defended side, they could swap out. That unit could fly out. I don't know how many more they can get in there to attack, because obviously those 3 command HQs cannot attack. So we took out a French HQ. Which of course is helpful. Okay, they can now reinforce. Good. Now they're entrenched, I believe. So would be a better place for you anyways. Right, let's move you up to here. There we go. That's the last little bit of Belgian territory. You got a British detachment and a French division now. Cut off from everything except the sea. So presumably they'll be in supply, but as well as whatever supply from Newport. But we have that cut off. Oh, that wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, let's look at this push here. Okay, we got 4 rounds of artillery. We have air power that we haven't been using this turn at all, unfortunately, but well, let's max you out. I know you're not terribly down. And then we can see about bombing you. Very good. See about bombing you again. Nice. Okay, that looks like it'll do it. So that way we could save shells up. We're gonna move in and entrench. There we go. They're going to be entrenched looking that way. So they've now grabbed that town up, which is obviously a bit of a rail junction, but not really affecting out this way at all. Okay, I think let's first get all this stuff moved up. And yes, they can entrench. Well, let's see about doing these now. Maybe only that one can operate. Get on trains and go somewhere. And these guys, no, no. Okay, come down here and come over to here to be on trains for next turn. Don't know whether I want to just move them down here to further push in. Let's move you to here. That way you can possibly swap out some of either of these 2 units here, so more options. Do we need to take out that infantry unit and get Clermont? We're pushing on here. We're fell back from there, but there's still a lot of pressure. Okay, they've retreated a lot of stuff out of there, but they left him here without any entrenchment or purpose that I can see. How many rounds? Only 3 rounds, so that's not very much. Okay, and okay, we've got the 2 main rail junctions of Valmy and Barduk. Bardou, I don't know. So the next 2 really are Chalon-sur-Marne, Chalon-sur-Marne, and Saint Diezer. Okay, so it's there and there are our next 2 big pushes. to entrench. Let's undo that. They can get there? They can get there. Good. That way we can reinforce these just a little bit. Yeah, some artillery would be nice there to weaken that. Just taking the opportunity to get these guys up to full strength. I don't know that deeper right, I mean, until we're ready to push there. Deeper right now makes much sense. Okay, so they should be able to be relatively well supplied. Yeah, this is the target here, so we're moving in this direction. 3 shells. It looks like we can take them without our... Oh, damn. That was entirely a misclick. Okay, well... I actually thought I was clicking on another German unit. Okay, that's... Okay, well... I'm gonna leave that unoccupied. They either get to occupy it... Again, and we'll just play the old whacking one more time. Yes, I see that as a little dangerous on the front lines, but I'm going to live with it. I don't think they can kill it. Mess it up badly, sure, but I don't think they can kill it. Okay, 66 morale, 32 morale, because that's been pounded by artillery, so we're going to swap these guys out, and then, yes, reinforce these guys. Running their flank. Putting pressure everywhere here. Especially with that, if you remember there. Yeah, I think we want to leave those guys there. Pushed into there, pushed into there, pushed up to there. Complicated turns, but fun, I would say. They'll regain that railway connection because we fell back. That's fine. But this is all potentially open. They either got to start walking back, or we're going to start killing those units. But maybe walking back will get them killed just as much. Let's see what they do. Yep, let's see what they do. Yeah, getting the artillery off the front line, getting the air off the front line, that's a good idea. Great interceptor is good. Escorts, right. I do not think they can kill my tanks there. They had enough artillery to be able to pound it. Like 2 artillery pieces, each with 10. And then be able to hit it with enough infantry they could take it, I think. Yeah, okay, I was worried about him a bit. Maybe I should have been, yay. You did good there, enemy. Did he get pounded heavily by artillery? It looks like he's going to survive. Nope, nope. He's not going to survive. What do you know? Okay, so they are moving in there to get him on the flank that I was worried about. London Metropolitan Police Force strike over pay and union recognition. The 5th Detachment destroyed, and the 23rd Saxon Reserve Division destroyed. Intelligence report. Okay, good, thank you. And we have another detachment, which we're going to see about where we want to put him. That's where we lost that detachment, I believe. And the infantry division up here. So he survived. I think for the moment we have enough units up there. We don't have enough down here. But I think our Paris front is critical. So we will come down there. Okay, so they've moved a unit into here. They're able to entrench their horses there. Slow through the woods and hills and whatnot. Okay. Obviously, we're going to swap that out, but if we can kill him, the 2 shells are there, 2 shells there. So we can kill him. Well, maybe he can just retreat all the way back out somewhere. I don't know. Swapping may be the best thing. But that's going to be for the next episode. I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for liking the videos. And of course, I love hearing from you. So please, friends, say hi. See you next time for more historical gaming.